Dear viewers, welcome to the series of introductory videos on our GIS and what is GIS and its related basic concepts and principles. So, in this very first video, I will introduce you people on what actually GIS is and what is the function of GIS and how it is different from other systems, information systems. So before going into detail, I would like you people to understand what GIS stands for. So first of all, I will explain you people exactly what GIS is and what is basic function of GI and S. So we will explain. I will explain what these words stand for, starting from information. As you people know that all raw facts and figures are called data. For example, if I gave you a page with student's name written on it, so that will be a data for you people. But only if I put a heading on that page, that is the list of students studying in the second semester of BS Informatics, then this becomes an information for you. So that is the difference between data and information. Similarly, when we go towards system, so I stands for information, and you know what is the difference between information and data. Then comes the system. As you know, the system is comprised of different components. And what is system? You know, a system is a combination of various components, and the system has to achieve some a certain objective, a certain task, has to complete a certain task, and its subcomponents or its components, each performing a certain specific task. That but all components are contributing and making a whole system, helping whole system to achieve that huge task by performing those little tasks. For example, if I give you example of a respiratory system, the function of the respiratory system is to uh, is to uh, produce the energy by respiration by taking in oxygen and taking out carbon dioxide. And components of respiratory systems are nose, uh, mouth, uh, trachea, and bronchioles and lungs, and that all composed of respiratory system, all performing a certain smaller task, but are helping the whole system to perform, to complete, achieve the huge task of respiration. Similarly, just like the respiratory systems, other systems also work on this principle, and same is the case with geographic information system. Here, the GIS system is also composed of various components. Uh, those components are software, hardware, data, people, and the procedures and the methods being used. So, the last word is the geographic. Geographic means uh, is the word that is, yeah, any data that is related to Earth. It means any data which has some locational component in it is called the geographic. So here we can say that we have defined or we have discussed all the three words that makes geographic information system. So now I take two words, that is information and system. So what is an information system? You if you people explore the explore the definition of an information system, you will learn that and any information in the world is the system which converts data into information. So, for whatever the example we take from the real world, for example, universities have some information system. What they do, they collect the data from, for example, if students are applying for a certain program and they had to apply online for this program, so they are entering data while applying, and the system what it do, it creates groups and sections on the basis of different programs students had applied for. So basically, when a user log into the system, it has already data in an organized form. So that organized or meaningful form of data is called information. So that is the main function of information. So that is to convert data into information. So when we combine all these uh, words, that is geographic information system. So this system is a system which is different from other information system in a way that it not only deals with the uh, non-spatial data, that is text, numeric, and all that, but also geographic data. Geographic data, as I already explained, that is the data which has some locational component. That component is the, I will explain in the later videos what is meant by the geographic data, is that it contains some location information in the form of latitude, longitude, and G component or the elevation component as well. So I hope that this brief video will give you basic understanding that what GIS is, how what its different words mean, and what is the main function. So main function of the GIS is to convert spatial data into spatial information. So that is very interesting and very useful definition you can have in your mind, that just like other information system, its function is also to convert data into information. But in addition to other information system, it deals also with the spatial data as well as non-spatial data. So any question you can put in the comments as well. Thank you.